Alright. Recording. How's it going, John? You have to try some Psyker. New game! Guess we'll hop in and try and find some of the new equipment. See about some of these changes. Welcome back once again, Wizard, to There's Been a Patch. I need to take these 3 spells. Still at work, but happen to have some Rift Wizard in the background. Nice. I mean, we've definitely won with all these spells. Well, probably not all of them, but like Horde of Halfman, Hate Bolts, Helheim, for sure. But it's nice to slowly get rid of, I'd like to eventually have this just be blank. Minion range, duration, damage, health, number of summons, targets, duration. Wasn't there something new added to the filter list? My brain's shutting down. Was it channel? Let's grab a spell that has channeling, shall we? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like, Fan of Flame has channel. Let's just look at it. Yeah, max channel. Interesting. The fact that it now has like a colored little stat there. I wonder if we'll see some stuff that can interact with channeling length. I would love to see some channel stuff. All right. Let me quickly reference the patch notes just in case. Or not. Sometimes Rift Wizard fights back when I try and alt-tab. So quick step shoes we're looking for. Chaos robes make it seem like maybe we want to lean into chaos. Gloomthorn would be fun if we find that. Alright, dark and chaos seem to be where a lot of the stuff is. So let's keep our eyes open for those items. And since we're going to look to do chaos, we'll take Fireball because we can make that into a chaos spell. Come on, fly closer together, suckers. Pop, 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 pop. Just an idea you're towing around with? Alright, we're gonna reroll aggressively for new equipment. Fleshbound Iron Imp. That's nice. I'm glad, like, we don't have to go in and look at them to find out, like, oh, is that troll-blooded or is it slimy? Because green and green are very similar. Ghost Slippers. A Ghost Lich, Face Satyr, Iron Imp Lich. Well, out of all this stuff, double mana potions. Guess I'll take a pet. Maybe we'll take a Face Satyr. Have it teleport around until it'll heal. Go get him, buddy. Dude, get it! It's like watching a cat not get the spider in front of you. It's like, go on, get it! Get it, what are you doing? Alright, buddy, I know you randomly teleport, but I'm gonna leave this to you. Come on, buddy. I believed. Equipment-wise. There's a shoe. There's a robe. There's a staff. So I could take a staff in the meanwhile, but like, we are looking for a staff ultimately. So let's reroll again. Just aggressively reroll for the new stuff. Chaos robes, there they are. Yeah. Man, Mega Annihilate now does just under 3,000 damage. But you only get one charge of it, and it's a 9 cost. Is it now the most expensive spell in the game, tied with, yep. Tied with Wizard Replica and Rain of Fire. Damn, son. Understood the assignment. Yeah, it does have Cascade. Well, we have to add Cascade. But it's only the remaining hits, so at most it could jump 3 times. Sorry, 2 times. It could hit 3 targets. Now, Giant Slayer, I would love to give that a go. For right now, Annihilate got 18 charges now, up from 10, so that's pretty sweet. Let's grab that. Because we're going to take these robes right away. So when it says remaining hits, it means... So Annihilate, if we look at Annihilate, it does 16 fire, lightning, physical. So if the fire kills something, it will then start on the next target at lightning, and then it'll jump to the next target at physical. So I don't think the redeals will count as remaining hits. Like, if we're redealing fire, the fire damage hits the dude, and the redeal will go off. And the question is, if it dies there, it didn't die from the fire damage, but like, those last 2 charges, so to speak, are still there. I assume that means it will jump. Chaos robes. Stupid little... Why I oughta... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. If I stood here, I wouldn't be able to hit it with Annihilate, but I could hit it with Fireball. I like these Chaos Ropes. I'm digging them. Some good value we're getting here. Where did you come from, friend? Bang! Bang! Yeah! Our pet was just off on the other side of the world. Alright, so we got one new piece of equipment, and it is nice. We definitely want to make our fireball into a chaos ball. Doo-doo-doo. Again, I will re-roll just to see new equipment. Don't see any, so we'll just take a heart. And I think it's time to upgrade our fireball so it's a chaos ball. Oh, I'm max value every time I use... What's going on, Opportunity? I had no idea there was an update today until I started my stream. I noticed a Shrapnel Blast, not in this patch, but maybe the next one? Maybe the next one? Emerald Flame, Blood Ruby, Wrath Links. Oh yeah, look at that. I may have forgotten it. Wait, it has been updated, but it's not in the patch notes? Oh my god. Boo, 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 boo. My goodness. Shrapnel can penetrate or damage or destroy walls. If it would destroy a wall, besides the initial target, 25% chance to cast it again. The shrapnel shards always target enemies, and then remote detonation. Gains 10 range and may now detonate allied metallic and construct units in addition to walls. Detonating a unit kills it and increases the damage of the initial blast of fire by its max HP. My god. That would pair so well with Spike Ball Factory. That's pretty exciting. That makes it so it's no longer like you're on a level and there's no walls and you're using Shrapnel Blast. Shrapnel Blast is no longer not doing anything. But that's big. I didn't see it in the patch notes, so I was like, aw, I guess next time. I may have missed it, but I had it on screen. I don't know if anyone else saw it and I just didn't see it. Alright. Well, we'll have a Shrapnel Blast run in our future. I wonder. Just want to think about, like, we have Earthquake that can cast it, right? You probably forgot it. Hey, I'm notoriously bad at seeing things sometimes. Made most of this list 2 months ago. That would do it. I feel like Chain Blast will be a lot of fun. Do-do-do, Magnetized Shards is still the most exciting one, but Remote Detonation's pretty exciting. We could blow up our wizard replicas. Chain Blast, a razor-shaped Vexillia? Yeah, I look forward to trying that one out. Yeah. Alright. We're doing a Chaos run because there's the new equipment. A lot of that equipment seems to be Chaos-flavored. Red Majesty, Fast Hand Gloves, Blizzard Legion's banner. Oh yeah, we're looking at the Blood Ruby because that got changed. So basically we could double the damage, double the range, but we also double the cost. That could be scary. Like some of the blood spells have like that's gonna cost 100 health. That's gonna cost a lot of health. What's that gonna be, 154 health? 198 health? Yeah, some pretty pricey blood spells with that gem. But doubling the range and doubling the damage ain't nothing to sneeze at. You just need to have a good solution to the health problem. Which is Dreamwalk. Dreamwalk, baby! Alright, let's give this a reroll. We're hunting for new stuff. Burning Troubler. Ghostly green slime. I'll just take a ruby heart. I like the increased cast on Annihilate. 10 always felt very low. I like these robes. Since I'm vibing out to some music here, any chance we might get more tracks from Koops in the future? I don't feel like walking over there. Let's just cast spells until it's dead. Alright, nothing new there. Reroll. The Monkey Skull Amulet. I'm glad we're getting more equipment that has, like, 3 different things. Like, it's not just arcane. Like, I love the mixed things. I saw there was a new one of those. Duration, conjuration, enchantment. Silver melts. Like, Fireball is a fire spell. But trying to think if I want to take that because Fireball. Ooh, I wonder. Whenever you cast a chaos spell, how is that going to work with Rain of Fire? Oh my goodness, that could be really silly with Rain of Fire. That could be a lot of fun. We might have to go Rain of Fire. Yeah. That's a lot of fireballs are being cast with Rain of Fire. Okay. How would the robes interact with Carnival of Pain? So if we look at Carnival of Pain, it says on cast, so like we cast Carnival of Pain just the once. I don't think it would happen each turn it's active. I think it'll just be when we first cast it, it goes off. Whereas when you look at like Rain of Fire, it's just casting many copies of our Fireball. Which means this robe will go nuts. Which is just more reason to maybe consider taking Silver Melt. I would like to miniaturize Silver Melt after I grab it, though. I'm gonna get whipped around by these troublers, but it shouldn't be that big a deal. Yeah. There we go. I like these robes. I like them a lot. Conjuration, Arcane Amplifier, Drakenstaff, Boots of Imminent Doom, Arcane Frenzy, Warlord. None of the new stuff, so again, just keep re-rolling until we find it. Quickened Flame Maw. I mean, technically, that's new, right? That's one of the new modifiers. A Quickened Flame Maw. That means he could do his Fire Beam instantly, and he gets to move at 1.5 speed. I'll be curious to see how he, like, zips around. Chaos Lord. So many stats. But more damage, more range, more charges, more number of targets. However, if at least 13 fire, lightning, and physical damage were dealt to enemies, so guaranteed for Chaos Poet to just instantly have value. Without question. So the neat thing, Cthulhu, is when you look at channeling with Fan of Flame, if we channel Fan of Flame, I cast it once, and then, like, I don't believe it counts as being cast over and over again. But with Rain of Fire, if we take channeling on Rain of Fire, I'm channeling that spell, but it still has to cast my Fireball every round, like multiple copies every round. So... Oh, you're talking about his channeling. I was thinking about Rain of Fire still. I don't know how it's gonna work with his stuff. That's an interesting question. We'll find out. We pretty much want to take all the Chaos stuff, but I think Chaos Poet is such a nice early grab here. Wow, 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 wow. Do 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 do. Oh yeah. Sorry, buddy. You're gonna get hit. This robe makes it so we don't have to worry about, activating... Wait. It looks like they got several turns in a row, right? Did I get frozen or something? Normal polar bear, normal worm shambler. You saw it too, right? I'm not crazy. I was very confused for a moment. These worms are large and in charge. I would like to be somewhere else. And make some new chaos quills up here. Right there! Oh, it was him doing the freeze. Gaze of Winter. I do not want to lose my max health. Damn it! He had fire protection. But that shouldn't have mattered. Alright, gonna have the mana potion. Just because those worms are a little frightful. Not a great time for winter. Oh, Lord. That was it from my stopwatch? No, stuff just split around me. I'm gonna be killing a lot of my own little living scrolls, unfortunately. Do I want to learn Mercurize? I think my many scrolls can handle this. Good work, team. Quickened Flame Maw. That little goober. Alright, I want to re-roll for stuff, but a Living Emberstone is such a nice grab. Can't really say no to that. What are the enemies here? Clay Witch, Void Toad. Nothing we can't handle. I should probably try and get health soon. Did you just channel your fire through me, dude? Oh god, I didn't notice that you were here. It's stunned, but it still moves. That's interesting. Where did that one come from? Is that the same one? Did it move? I killed the guy who cast these. Go, my children! Alright, no regrets on Chaos Core. No regrets on Emberstone either. Like, we're putting fire out there. Let's give that a reroll. Thank God. I mean, less thank God, because the Dowger Fortress is such a bummer. How much health do you have? 2,000? Want the heart, but boy, I don't want to fight you. Imp Swarm, Chaos Barrage. Alright, we do want to upgrade our Annihilate. Question is, where are we going to go with it? I'm a fan of Comprehensive, but Assured Destruction's pretty nice for, like, these larger targets. But then we really burn through a lot of casts. Jar of Embers. The problem is, I guess this is not a fire, so it could... It's little buddies, though. These couldn't be burning, but I guess we could have burning scrolls of lightning, right? Idol of Fiends is a bummer. A lot easier to kill, especially if we take that, Assured Destruction upgrade, right? And I may well just do Assured Destruction, then pop off on this thing real fast. Prince of Ruin, because there's some Bone Shamblers in here. Oh yeah, I just saw the red thing and I'm like, oh yeah, we'll go here. I'm still taking it. Very funny. Answers the question as to whether or not that would also proc our armor for each additional charge consumed. How's it going, Yaktaro? How immune to fire are you? 100%. And you, of course, are doing a fire beam. Thank God. Silver Belt did it. Alright, I don't want to re-roll to try and find new equipment, but I'll take a heart real quick. And this is much less scary over here. Trying to remember what other spells can get chaos added on as attack. I'm better remembering that. Yeah. Some troll-blooded flames. Alright, this robe is very good. Blaze Loom, Wrathlinks, Stone Eater, Fiery Stuff. Reroll, because again, if I could find new stuff, I want new stuff. Couldn't find new stuff, alas. What are we dealing with here? Troll-blooded Hellhounds. Void Drake, Void Magus. I'd like to kill the Void Magus quick. Actually, he's not the one. It's the other guy that's... Whoever shoots the Arcane Orb. That's the one they want to murder fast. In their stupid little fortress. Think they're so cool. And these Myco Bee spawners. How are we doing? 9 fire damage, 16 fire damage. Maybe I take Chaos Lord. Although Earth Wrath would be nice. Demonic Cruelty, Chaos Casting. You know what? Chaos Casting, just so we don't have to worry about running out of casts. Start with that. Troll-blooded, Geists are pretty neat looking, blinking like they do. Disco Geists. Alright. We're generating enough minions that, I'm already feeling pretty safe. And yet no quills? Where are my quills at? Man, I don't notice the dogs because they are kind of color-coded to be similar to our stuff. There we go. 7. Spells, Red Majesty, Slime Capsule. For every 300 poison damage dealt to enemies, summon a green slime cube. How do I not remember this? This wasn't in the patch notes, right? No. Was this in an earlier patch and I just don't remember it? Probably forgot it. So many stealth updates. Alright, well that's a new one we didn't know about. Let's keep looking at it for a second. For every 300 poison damage dealt to enemies, summon a green slime cube. I love that it's a cube. Cubes are some of my favorite enemies from the first game. I'm glad they're slowly reintroduced into 2 now, via the slime magic. Alright, I dig that. Even though I said we're going for new equipment, we're heavily moving in a certain direction. We're not gonna pivot into slime. So let's re-roll. Pain Mirror. I already got a wand, and I'm enjoying my wands. A Frostview level sounds terrible. But Soul Swap, like, we're probably not going to have a use for that. We do get a portal key if we go here, though. We could handle some Frost Spews. Can we, though? I'm gonna get frozen real bad. The range on Annihilate is not super long. We could increase it by 33%, though. Well, let's consider. I do kind of want a portal key. And this is a nice wide open level. Does Earthwrath go off if you're frozen? Well, the trick with Earthwrath is I need to be casting a spell. If we had something like Explosive Spore Manual, yes. Explosive Spore Manual, even if I'm frozen, its effect is going off.
Hello.
What's going on, Toggy? So we would get to see Earthwrath go off even while I'm frozen, but if I'm frozen without something automated like that. How goes the game so far? I mean, I've only been streaming for about an hour. And you're here for the first game. We were going over the patch notes that happened today. Yeah, I am known to grab that manual often enough that I understand why you would just assume that's default by now. I do hate you, Flame Moths. I have a teleporter. I kinda want to check out. Live and drink. Your word hint is. This is an important concept in cooking. I must check it out. Rain of fire. Right here. We gotta slow that down a little bit. Alright, we get to see my robe go off. My Kaz robes are the top damage dealer. All right. What's going on, Enon? All right, we got a portal key, which we'll probably end up using here. Oh, you see, I'd love to duplicate a number of things, but I want to miniaturize them first. A living stone, emberstone would be great to miniaturize. Sorry, to duplicate. But I would like to miniaturize the robes and make a copy of that. So let's pop the portal key. We have to miniaturize the robes first. Oh my god, blazing bloodfire. That's not a bad idea, but reroll. Man. Alright, so Pyrophilia is not a bad idea, but we're okay. Codex I love. Wing shoes. purifier. So you are an unfortunate friend to have right next to me, but I could spawn in next to the Flame Drake. Kill it with Annihilate. And then Rain of Fire, a relatively nice little populated area here. Go, my books! I have so many Chaos Quills. Just an endless stream of them moving out. Alright. Not too bad. These robes are awesome. Focus Channeler. All spells and skills gain 100% max channel. Oh yeah. I mean... We double how long we could channel Rain of Fire. That's kind of crazy. Like, the amount of damage we put out while while channeling is just crazy. Because of these robes. Right? Like, it would be silly not to take it. I think if I just start right here, I can kind of focus over where Anamiki is. And if I put myself in the corner, my pets will be in front of me, and everything I spawn through damage dealing will have to spawn in front of me as well. Yeah, not too bad. For Rain of Fire... we could add the Chaos modifier. And it would cast our Annihilate. We gotta do Chaos Storm. Which unfortunately means I need to start here. That's still technically out of the range of enemies. Reign of Dragons. Yeah, but what if we had it cast more Chaos things, thus triggering even more robe procs? This is just a robe run right now. But there is that new item. You are right. Eye of Tamtu. 33% dragon minion HP. I mean, we're still going to take the Eye of Tamtu no matter what, because it has 33% chaos damage in it. Like, no matter what, we're taking the Eye of Tamtu. That's just good for a chaos builds. Like, we got the chaos robes. We want to find... I mean, pretty much everything. Except, again, we saw the new slime item that wasn't in the patch notes. But we can't really use that. But I'm thinking... Actually, hold on. Hold on. Right. We could add Arcane, we could add Metal. Tam2 is the proto-name of Tiamat. Ah, there you go. I like that. I like that. I guess since I'm already alt-tabbing here, I would like to go to a certain website and find out what could I add the chaos tag to. We can make Summon Wizard a chaos spell. We can make Slime Drake a chaos spell. We can make Nightly Oath a chaos spell. Pillar Fire a chaos spell. Siege golems. Searing seal would be a nice one. Oh, dispersion field could be chaos. What is this handy website? We are going to armchairwizard.com. Armchair-wizard.com. It is a super useful spell because, like if I'm in Rift Wizard, let me just finish my quick gazing at other spells that I could add chaos to real fast. Random boss modifier. Death Bolt could be chaos. Alright. Yeah, the damage on Mega Annihilate is ridiculous. So, if we're like in this game and I'm looking at spells and I want to know like, hey, what's chaos? You know, we click on chaos and it shows me these spells. Fireball normally wouldn't be here, but we added the chaos tag. Armchair Wizard lets us look for spells that can have the tag even though they're not there. Any thoughts on like opportunity for a future update? Having a means of like if you click on the chaos tag, like maybe having spells that can receive it filtered on there? Just for ease of planning runs? It's like not a high priority, it's just a thought that just popped in my head. Because Armchair Wizard exists, it's not that. It's plans? Oh yeah. Nice. Alright, I want to make it cast... I want to make it cast our Annihilate, that way we get our robe to go off even more. Boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. There's like nothing up there, but I'm gonna keep on channeling because I'm generating value off of it. Quote number 1 from our super early Chaos Mario runs. Focused channeler. Serena Fire channels for 10. Channels for 20. Again, reroll because I'm desperate for new equipment. I don't see any, so I'll just take a heart. Do. What are you, Quicken Storm Troll, huh? It's our first time seeing an enemy with Quickened. We obviously have our little buddy. Looks like purple is the quickened color. A very fashionable purple. Got a glass wizard down there. I think I might just start in this corner and fireball right here. All 3 of these are upgraded. Yeah, let's do it. And now this is a cast spell itself. Which means I might get a cast back on it. I did! It burned through all my Annihilates, though. Sure, Destruction is gonna keep me at 0 casts on that, huh? 2. Yep, back down. 3. Back down to 1. I'm just killing my own team here. Alright, in the future, probably don't want to take the Assured Destruction upgrade if we're going to go with this kind of build. But, that said, with the robes, and with how powerful everything's coming together, it's fine. Boop, 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 boop. What kind of upgrade would we want on Mercurize, though? They also take dark damage. Its killer's afflicted. Units affected with Mercurize with less than half health are berserked for the remainder of its duration. Mercurial Temper might be fun. Like, if we're gonna get free casts of Mercurize, we will likely want to, you know, upgrade it. Get the full value. Just a wall of stuff. Once that glass orb's gone, you guys are screwed. You'll see. Go get him, team. Yeah, I would love if you could use the Amnesia Shrine just to, like, take away an upgrade. Because, like, that assured destruction on Annihilate was really important for... Like, I just want to make sure this one big boss goes away quick on an earlier stage, and now I don't necessarily need it anymore. And it's gonna burn through my cast every time I do Rain of Fire now. I would love to refund that, get the 1 point back, and then take a different upgrade. But alas... And our wanton abuse of the Amnesia Shrine has caused Amnesia Shrine to be updated in this patch. We can no longer abuse it like we once did. Beautiful quills, right? Take a Chaos Lord here. It's a hell of a Chaos run. Re-roll. You know what? Portal key. Fresh bad metallic. Ectoplasm. Re-roll. Come on, miniaturization try. I thought those were pets for a split second because I don't know if I've ever had a scroll that was 4 different creature icons before. Flamegate, Flock of Eagles, Fire Drake, and Giant Bear. That caught me off guard. Ghostly Annihilation Goo. Oh wait, I used my key after I already re-rolled like a dummity dum 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 dum. Sometimes the brain just doesn't oh no. Okay. I mean Void Watchers, but we might be able to just kill them fast enough that it won't matter. And we're gonna generate a lot of minions. I think we'll be okay. We'll find out. Yeah, get all the Void Watchers in here. Yeah, yeah. God damn. Wait. Damage to enemies. Chaos Robe, Prince of Ruin. Only 5 damage was done by Fireball? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. How does that work? Alright, used Rain of Fire. Oh my god, all the Annihilates went off before the Fireballs hit anybody? They were dead before the fireballs hit the ground. Like, the annihilates and the robes went off before any of the fireballs hit anybody. Do. Disgusting. Disgusting, mate. Reroll. Arcane Accelerator. That's one of the new items. Reduce allies and line of sight's current spell cooldown by 1 every turn. So not really something we need. Like, we could give our Flame Maw a shorter cooldown on his fire beam. And I suppose our Satyr... Ooh. Our Satyr would be able to heal himself and me every turn if I had that item. And I did say I want to take the new stuff, so that's on the table. And it's more exciting than, you know, a spell I don't want or a dagger I don't need. Looks like we're going to take the new item. Oh, I can get a little funny with how I aim my fires here. Take Earthwrath. Whoop. Beautiful. You know? Oh, don't mind that. If I pop it over here... Yep. Just to enhance my little fire buddies. And I recharged all of my casts. Hello? Are you an enemy? Arcane Accelerator. Spells, Ruby Heart, pets, horns, time striders. Nope, I need the other boots. What are the new shoes called? Quick step shoes. We need quick step shoes. Horns are for minion duration, right? Yeah. And am I even using nature stuff? Not particularly. Damage, you know, technically, I could use that disc for my Earthwrath. We'll see what the level layouts are like. This is nice for us. That's just fine as well. But I think the disc is slightly more interesting. This works for me. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna keep channeling over there. I'm getting my annihilates back this way. When I gotta do the Infinite Nine Kings run before it gets nerfed. I don't think it'll get nerfed. Like, there's a very simple build in Nine Kings. It's literally just, take the King of Progress, because his, main base has that pulsing damage ring, and I just put speed up, the citadels from the King of Greed all around it. Like, and I just pumped up the speed until it was doing, like, hundreds of attacks per second. And then I also had a lot of quarries, which are 2% per level for every tower and your main base, so I just had a lot of them. And then every time I got a perk, I would take the passive buffs are applied an extra number of times. So by the time we got to, like, endless mode, my main base was just erasing things. It was like it just looked like a white disc that you erased everybody. What was the one that was posted in Discord? That was that. That was the King of Progress doing just an eraser. Like, it looked like a static white disc. It was pulsing so fast, and it would just erase the enemies as it flew over them. It was great. But the simple fact of the matter is, like, if you focus on that thing doing that kind of damage, you could easily go hundreds of years. Like, I just kept going until the game crashed. After a while, and for anyone that's on, like, the Patreon, like, I'll be uploading a video where I was just like, I'm just trying to crash the game. So the last, like, 15 minutes of that run are recorded, where I was just like, I'm just gonna get achievements now. Because I couldn't die. I had plenty of time. I just kept on deleting buildings and building new things just to get achievements. It's like, I'll delete everything and build dragon nests. Now I'll delete these dragon nests and I'll build bombers and, like, scale the bombers up. Now I'll delete the bombers. All I needed was my base and a few towers. Reroll. Just some fun achievement hunting. Doesn't look like a King of Progress color. As you get further in, the screen becomes redder. Like, every time chaos increases, it tinges the screen red. And I was, you know... I actually was able to load the save up. So I made it to year 300 before it crashed a second time. So basically, after you get past, like, 100 years, the screen's just red. Like, everything looks red. I mean, Wrathlinks are, yes, very good. What? Hold on. I can't open Discord on my computer while I have this game running. It's very persnickety about sharing the screen sometimes. Do 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 do. So on the one that has the 9 kings to stop responding, you could see in the back left corner a converter, and then directly diagonal to that is the King of Progress's, like, giant floating citadel. It mentions goats. What? What are you talking about? The one on the Shaking Box channel, yeah. Are you asking about the second picture that was posted by someone that's not me, and so I have no idea? Like, I can't give you any information there. That's not mine. That's someone else's run. That's Boops. Boops said, my girlfriend sent me this picture. My screenshot is the one above it. I can't answer any questions about that. The Not You one. Yeah, I don't know anything about that run. How am I supposed to answer questions? That's not my run. Anyway, I want Wrathlings. When are you doing the Goats run? I don't know what the Goats run is. I thought you were talking about the Infinite run. I posted an Infinite run. Yeah, you said, when are we doing the Infinite Nine Kings run? The Goats run's only at year 92. I went all the way to year, like, what was my screenshot for when the game crashed? 272. The Goats run looks infinite. I mean, it could keep going. The game gets very hard the last, like, 3 years. Like, getting past 99 is the tricky part. But once you're past that, I mean, it keeps on getting harder, but, like, if you could make it past 100, that's when things kind of, like... You're cruising at that point. What kind of deduction should I put on my taxes? The only deduction really needs to be, fuck you, fix the government. I'm not paying my taxes. Just put that on there. Doing E+9 damage. Can we see the damage on mine? I was doing... Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 buildings in that screenshot that have E+9 damage. Like everything. My speed was in the E's on that run. I'm sure, like, a lot of builds can go infinite. Mine was King of Progress. I put fuck you on my taxes every year. Good, as long as you're doing it right. Alright, we want Wrathlings. Let's pop in down here. And over here. That was before they fired everyone with the RS. Be on the channel for 20 turns with Rain of Fire is very funny. It's all Chaos Robes from here on out. Why are you talking about taxes in August? Just really gearing up for the future? What's new in Rift Wizard 2? And my current run, I could show you a few new things. Working backwards here, we have the Arcane Accelerator. A trinket that reduces the spell cooldown for all of your allies by 1. And it can be stacked. So, like, right now, my Fey Satyr can heal me every turn, because it only has a 2-turn cooldown for his heal ability. So depending on what kind of run you got going on, if you're doing, like, conjurations, or doing something where your spells can be cast by different minions, Arcane Accelerator would be busted good. We have the new boss modifier Quickened, which gives the creature quick cast, and they have Quick Step. Quick Step is straight up, they get to move 1.5 times in a turn. So they are quite quick, they could really chase you down. There's a new item that gives you that ability as well. And then Chaos Robes I'm wearing. Every time I cast a Chaos spell, deal 8 damage to 3 targets in line of sight, and I get 25 resist to each of the Chaos spells. Need Friendly Mordred with 12 Arcane Accelerators. There you go. So, this run's really basically a Chaos Robes run right now. To the point where, if you look over here, I'm using Rain of Fire. Rain of Fire is not going to show up because Fireball is technically what the damage will be listed as, but Fireball's not even on the list. Chaos Robes are my top damage dealer. Banner of the Horde, Caustic Sprig. And I'm doing that with just like 1 copy of the thing. Imagine if I had 2 copies. Yorgamanster. Does reduce cooldown work on Chaos Quill? If it has a cooldown, 6-turn cooldown, then yes, it's doing it at a 5-turn cooldown right now. Man, maybe I should have taken the second copy I saw. We could have had it down to 4 turns every time it makes papers. It's fine if this guy's near me. Yep, he got erased immediately. It doesn't matter if he moved me, my casting is still down there. Of course, his immunities are gonna keep on going up, the jerk. Wesley Snipes, he put on his tax form, do not between the lines where it says I consent, so it was I do not consent, and got pretty far in his trial because of it. It's like, hey, they accepted the forms, and it wrote right on there, do not consent. He's out of line, but he's right. I just have like a buffer of my robes doing damage right now, it's great. I forgot to spend spell points. I have 16 spell points. Do 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 do. Sure, that worked just as well as a sovereign citizen traveling. Boop 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 boop. Let's take Mega Annihilate. Take Giant Slayer. And start walking toward... Oh, I don't have to walk toward nobody. He brought it to me. Damn it, dude, I just need a line of sight on you. Do. Blink. Mega Annihilate on every tile. Ooh. R.I.P. sucker. Nope, Mega Annihilate got changed today to go from 99 damage to 999 damage. Yeah, legal forms are legal forms. Arcane Accelerator doesn't work quite how you've described. It's -1 to the cooldowns each turn they're in your line of sight. Like it accumulates? Reduce their line, reduce their cooldown by 1 each turn. Oh. So eventually they're going really, really, really fast, huh? Like, just no cooldown at all? If they have an active cooldown, it goes down by 1. Oh, it halves their cooldown. That's quite nice. Lexicon, what's going on? Yeah, new patch hype. The new gear is very fun. Thank you for giving that shout out. What did you do today, Lexicon? Tell me about your runs. Didn't see enough of the new stuff? We did a Chaos run. The new Chaos robes are insanely good. It does mention line of sight, right? Reduce allies in line of sight current spell cooldowns by 1 each turn. Interesting. Obviously, if you're here, you know Lexicon by now, and you should be following Lexicon. An excellent Rift Wizard 2-man. Pretty much the de facto source of knowledge in the Discord these days. In the Rift Wizard 2 Discord, if you need something, you talk to Lexicon. It affects sigils, really? I guess that makes sense, like it is technically a companion. The patch notes, by the way, Lexicon, are not complete patch notes. There are things in this patch that are not in the patch notes. Notably, there's an update to Shrapnel Blasts that's not in the patch notes, and also there's a new item that for every 300 points of damage done via poison, you summon a slime cube. So there's a very fun new poison synergistic thing that adds like slime cube companions. Secret updates, yeah, stealth patch stuff. Boo 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 doo boo doo boo boo boo. Hey Mordred, think fast. There might even be other stuff, we don't know yet. There probably is. Oh, I'm over here now. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna keep channeling my magic over here. The robes will do the work. And Mordred's dangerously close. Okay, now we stop. Sorry, my things. You're gonna get caught up in this. Mordred's dying very quickly. Having some submarine sandwiches, are ya? Might as well end with the final chaos upgrade here. God damn, that was a quick kill on Mordred. Poor bastard didn't stand a chance. Enjoy your submarines. Alright. Give me a second just to check a thing here. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Okay. Neat. Alright, so let's post-mortem that run. New robe, insanely powerful, very nice. Like, Chaos Magic at this point is in a good spot, I think. Like, I've done Chaos runs at, like, the early stages of Rift Wizard 2, like, when it was first in early access, and like, they were fine, but, like, they weren't really Chaos runs. Like, you needed other spells. It wasn't, like, a pure Chaos run. And as, like, time has gone on, it's gotten a lot of nice support, and I think we just got that last component I was looking for. And that's this robe right here. Like, you could really just hone in on pure chaos. It's very good. This was pretty much the damage dealer the whole time. The second I read the description of this robe, I was like, okay, so Rain of Fire. Rain of Fire. Like, Rain of Fire is already strong, but this goes from, like, Rain of Fire is strong to Rain of Fire is busted good. Like, that was awesome. Very nice. Very fun. So in the early stages, it's just Fireball. Grab Annihilate. It works very well. Like, the robe, you can already, it's the top damage dealer. The first floor we picked up these Chaos robes, it's the top damage dealer. I don't know if I could think of another, like, robe. Definitely not a robe that's like the top damage dealer in any run I've done. You could get, like, other pieces of equipment to your top damage dealer, especially wands that cast spells, but the spell will be on the top, you know what I mean? So this one, this is neat. I like this. And it rewards you for really zeroing in on the chaos element, like just really sticking in the chaos camp. Which is, again, it wasn't the most robust category. I like where it's going. Annihilate with Chaos Robes right behind. Chaos Robes easily on top. Chaos Robes on top. Ooh, 666 Annihilate damage. Chaos Robes on top. We took the Living Scrolls early because Chaos Quill is great. Annihilate with Chaos Robes right behind. And this is where we took the upgrade for Annihilate, which I do kind of regret, but honestly, it worked out. It worked out. Because Chaos Casting actually kind of synergizes well with what we were doing. So we took Prince of Runes so we could burn through little skeletons. Shamblers, rather. Annihilate. There you go. The robes were not on top that time, you know? But we took Chaos Casting here, which really came into play later. Chaos Robes. Chaos Robes. So we have Rain of Fire. And we upgraded it to have Chaos Storm. So it's Chaos, so only Chaos spells appear. And what was neat is, as we channeled Rain of Fire, like, it would cast our Annihilate, it would burn through the charges, but then we'd start getting them back until enemies that required multiple hits came back in, and then it went down, back up. Like, we were kind of reloading while channeling, which was kind of neat. Man, and I didn't even take... We should have taken, the one that increases number of targets by 50%. That would have been incredible for this, because Rain of Fire has a lot of targets. It scales up quite quick with that particular skill. We would have gotten a lot more value off of our robes, not that we need it, because again, Chaos Robes on top. Annihilate, just because of that upgrade. Chaos Robes. Chaos Robes. Man, I'm glad I took Rain of Fire and upgraded it kind of early, so we could really luxuriate. Now, Earthwrath actually did a shocking amount of damage, and again, we are casting our Fireball, which is a Chaos spell. So every one of those Fireballs that we're channeling are triggering Earthwrath. This just synergizes super tightly. I really like it. Annihilate, Chaos Robes, Earthwrath doing good damage. Chaos Robes, Annihilate, Earthwrath. Oh, yeah. Mega Annihilate. We used it one time. It made the list. 2009 damage. A fine year, 2009. I lived in a really weird apartment in 2009. It was like... It was an old farmhouse, and it was a barn. And it was like a garage addition, and they kind of stitched all three of those together. So like if you're walking through the house, you could like see where a wall was kind of torn down and stitched together. Like the layout of the house would change as you went through parts of it. I really enjoyed that apartment. I was like in a weird room that was kind of like, you would open a door and immediately like everything is lower by like 1.5 feet, so like I'd have to take a couple of weird steps down. and there was a door at the other end of my room that I would open and like duck through, and suddenly I was on the upper floor of like what was a barn and is now converted into a part of that garage I was talking about. It was a weird living arrangement, but it meant like I could open a weird little door in my room, and I had a very neat little studio space, except in the winter it was like freezing in that little room. Like, impossible. My clay froze in there when I was trying to sculpt in the winter. But it was neat. Like, if I wanted to leave the house without waking anyone up by trundling through that rambling experience, I would just go through my secret hatch and exit through this weird barn and go on my strange late-night adventures. Anyway, Earth, Wrath, Annihilate, Chaos Robes. A hell of a run. Very enjoyable. I like that quite a bit. I'm gonna go pee. Static Dread is out. That sounds very familiar. Did I play the demo for Static Dread? We still have to, like... I know I played the super early demo for Cleanfall, like, 2 years ago at this point. But Cleanfall's out. We're gonna take a look at Cleanfall in the near future. I still want to do... I was gonna do He Is Coming today, but then I found out Rift Wizard 2 had an update, so I had no idea. I was like, alright, never mind, Rift Wizard. So we'll do some He Is Coming tomorrow, and probably some Cleanfall tomorrow. Lovecraftian Papers, Please, in a Lighthouse. That does sound very familiar. Cleanfall demo's disabled tomorrow. Oh, I'm not going to play the demo.